Alrighty, folks, we're gonna do some game watching with Jill tonight, and we're watching League of Legends, of course. Now, this is a little bit of a special one. I'm testing out working with replay instead of just doing a live game. And this is actually a game that I was in. It's a ranked game, which I much prefer looking at ranked games, using ranked games, so on. Quiet, please. And let's see. So let's go on. On our team, we were on the red side. We had Ahri mid. We had Xin Zhao in the jungle. We had Sion up top. I was playing Jinx. I'm not much of an ADC, but I was bottom of the list, so I got what I got what was available. But actually, I do enjoy playing Jinx when I'm playing ADC. And then my son, Golden Streak 1, is support, and he is on Lux. He likes doing Lux support. Alright, on the enemy team, let me just move this a little forward so it's not so loud with all the background noise. There we go, that'll work. They had Malzahar mid. They had Trundle up top, they had Kha'Zix in the jungle, they had Tristana, and then they had a Volibear support. So we both had kind of unusual supports. I'm going to mostly just focus on following my character. And I'll tell you what what I was thinking, and what I was thinking about during the time. Alright, now, mostly what I was concerned about, I knew Tristana is usually pretty weak early. Oh, by the way, we're not, high elo or anything. We're still working our way out of bronze and low silver. So, all right. So, mostly I was concerned with. I knew that Tristana, you just don't want to feed her. You want to keep her weak mid and early and mid game. Keep that weak as long as possible. I was mostly concerned about the Volibear, because he's both tanky and he's does a lot of damage, so he can be a real nightmare, especially since he puts you out of position with his flip ability. Now I see now that Volibear was kind of looking around for us. I guess he wanted to do some early harass on us. We were just hanging out. We're gonna help Zinizin get going on the jungle buff. So not anything too unusual happening so far. Blue team, it turned out, was going for their buff. I might end up turning off Fog of War for their side, just so that we can only see what I saw. In fact, let's go ahead and do that. So, this is what we saw. So we had no idea where blue was. But we had this covered. We had a ward, and we were definitely protecting at least this side of the river. Sion also did a nice job. He warded right inside the red buff, so if that got taken, at least Zinzin would know about it.
Does that explain it?
And it's about to get going, so we're up there, about to help out with blue. Alright, you can see Zin got a really good leash there. And we head right down to the bottom lane. Tristana is already working on the lane though, so that was not good for us. They did that. The blue team, as you saw, started there. Now Lux, my son Lux, gets harassed by Volibear some, but backs out okay. Doesn't really get hurt. It's only level 1. I'm not sure what ability he had, but I guess it wasn't his flip. Yeah, no, it was Rolling Thunder, so he wanted to just do a little bit more damage. Oh no, that is the flip ability. Never mind, that is the flip. So he did have the flip, but he didn't use it. Or didn't do enough damage to her to really worry. Now, you'll know, because I'm not an ADC main or anything, and because I was really worried about the Volibear, I end up missing a lot of CS along the way. I do, as you see, use the rockets quite often to get some extra CS. I'm actually ahead of the Tristana, which is surprising because I'm actually ahead of her. I mean, I started the lane behind her. She should be ahead of me, but she's not. But since I'm missing CS, and I missed the cannon, man, that's no good. I do manage to get flipped at the same time, so it's all really not good right now. As you can see, I'm a brilliant player. Now, I'm doing this basically so I can look back at my old match and see what I did well, what I did poorly. And also have some fun just commentating on. And he flips me again. However, Lux support coming in with the shield, and we get out of there without losing too much health beyond the initial flip there. I'm somewhat low. I do not have my pot anymore. Got a little bit of life sustain from the Doran's Blade. I was running hybrid penetration. I was actually running move speed. I like to run move speed when I'm not sure about anything else. I think that's what I was running. And magic protection and armor. So somewhat defensive rune setups. Masteries was your typical AD carry. And I think it was 2109. I think I actually, instead of, I think I might have put a little in defense, but basically I like to put some in, get the lowered cooldowns for summoners and so on. So I am now 6 ahead in CS on the Tristana, so that's pretty good. We're both about half health. Volibear goes after Lux because I was a little too far away. I'm sure he would have preferred to go after me. Tristana comes in after me also. There goes the shield. I'm putting down my chompers. Putting a lot of harass down on Volibear. Lux puts the shield up, but they do get Lux, and that's obviously not good for us. And in fact, there goes me as well. So we managed to give up the first 2 kills. Not a good start for us. Alright, I'm still ahead in farm, believe it or not, and since Tristana is actually heading back, oh, never mind, she didn't head back. Alright, well, she gets a little bit more CS, and Lux and I are now heading back to the lane. Now it looks like Tristana is headed back. She's definitely gone. Volibear seems to have gone as well. And in fact, I see her healing up on the left side of the screen, so they are definitely back in town at this point. And we're gonna make it back to the lane before they do, but we're gonna, we're obviously losing quite a bit of experience. So, we're level 3 and 4. I'm level 4. Lux is 3, and I managed to get both of those CS out. That's nice. I'm trying to push this out a little bit just to get us some room so we're not having to farm under turret. You can see I'm missing quite a bit. When I'm pushing on Jinx, it's not necessarily easy to get all the farm. You can see, like, I missed that one. It's much better. I'll have to learn how to wait and then do the last hit. Like, even if I get a couple hits along the way, I need to pause briefly and then wait for that last hit. That'll help me quite a bit. So there's something to learn right there. Tristana's back in, and as you can see, she's got her E. She's leveling it up. Volibear's coming out of the bush, but nice Q from Lux prevents him from doing any real damage. He's just, actually they're just looking to push the lane a little harder, and they're going to get a lot of that, so. Tristana's now caught up to me in farm. Also, she's 2-0 and I'm 0-1. Obviously not too good. Not too much is going on in the rest of the game. Looks like their Kha'Zix killed Xinjiao at some point. That's about it. Okay. And Lux is hiding in the brush. They don't have it warded, I don't think. Or maybe they did. Yeah, I have to remember that I have the Fog of War turned off for our side, so I can't necessarily see their wards. Alright. Lux is doing her best to kind of zone them a little bit without getting too close to the Volibear. They are level 5 and 5. We're 5 and 5 as well. Lux just dinged 5, however, so she's not going to get to 6 anytime soon. I'm just trying to CS my guts out. I get a nice shot on the cannon minion to get that one. Tristana gets her cannon minion though too. And she's missing some too. I'm now actually quite a bit ahead, 37 to 29 in farm. So I'm doing okay. I mean, considering I don't ADC much and I'm still low elo, that's not too bad. Okay, I get exhausted and flipped. The Lux shield's coming out. That prevents me from taking too much of the damage, and I put down my chompers. Now we're going to turn this around as best we can. Volibear hides in the bush. We didn't have that warded before, so can't get much harass down on him. my slow misses him, but hits Tristana. We're putting more damage on Volibear. He's so tanky though, it's really hard to kill that guy. And I'm just putting as much as I can. Kha'Zix gets executed, I didn't even notice that when we were playing. And we kind of just push him back. So I'm low on mana, I used a lot of rockets in that whole exchange. But we do manage to do what I wanted, which was to get Volibear especially out of there. And nice to get Tristana out too. Tristana's hanging around, she's not really gone. I'm just CSing as best I can. I'm 43 to 30. Lux is looking to do something here. There's a Q. Putting down the shield so she doesn't take too much damage. That burns Tristana's flash. I didn't notice that before. And boom! There goes my ultimate. And you can bet that I'm going to be looking to do that as much as I can, because that's one of the things that's really fun about Jinx. Oh, and I missed 2 CS, including the canyon. And God, I suck. And a third one. Yeah, so no pro MI in terms of CS especially. Now, we're kind of low, but we know it's only volley because we just killed Tristana. So we're just going to push this under the turret for him so he can deal with that. And because we know that with both of us here, even with Lux on low health, he's not going to be able to deal with that. And he's going to want to get his... going to put a little harass on the turret as well. Volley gets a little aggressive, so... Flips me, Lux is low, he's doing more damage on her, he's doing a good job positioning, but I put the chompers down, and we're just gonna... There's a Q, and my slow...
A summoner has disconnected. A summoner has respawned.
How did that miss? Holy cow, how did my slow miss there? I should have hit her. Oh well. Can't really change it. And Lux is just hiding out in the bushes just in case she's needed. We have no idea like where their jungler is, for instance, so I'm just pushing this out, farming it as best I can. Oh, got 1 out of the 2. 2 out of the 3, I guess it wouldn't feel that good. We do see the Kha'Zix there. Good, putting a little harass on him so that he doesn't get all the CS that maybe he wanted. But they do manage to get a lot of it. Nice little combo from Lux to put some harass down on him. And they still don't have vision of Lux in this brush, so they're having a hard time knowing if they can even go in. Now they have the brush warded up. And Ari in the mid lane takes out her mid turret before her ours goes down, so that's good news. Purple team's up 5 to 4. And it's 18 to 15,000 gold, so it's about a 3,000 gold lead. I'm up on the Tristana by 28 CS, now 27 CS, so I'm pretty happy with that. again, I haven't been perfect. Here's Scion, going ham again. He's low on mana though. Don't know how well this is gonna go. Well, Trundle's low on mana, and now he's gonna die because there's 3 of us there. So there you go. All right. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, let's go back up because what's going on with us? They're going ham on me. I'm just backing out. I use my chompers. Chompers really saved my butt here. I take extra damage. Woo. And the Lux gets the final kill on Tristana, and I'm perfectly happy with that to get out with super low life. Volley thinks he's going to get a flip, but instead Lux puts all kinds of damage down on her. And I put the rocket out. Oh, that's where he was. See, I knew I missed that one, but I didn't know where he was. He went a little bit towards the bottom wall there, and so I did not hit him with my ult. Lux tries to put a hit on Volley, but I don't think she hit, or even if she didn't kill him. Did force him to back a little bit slower though, so it's going to be a while before he gets back. Tristana should be back any time now. Trundle's coming in behind us. We don't know about this. Luckily, we do get the turret, so we're not pinned in by their turret anymore. Here comes Trundle. I'm really low. I'm trying to get out of there. He puts the pillar down, and it's looking pretty bad for me. Red's got another teleport coming in. That one. So now it's Ahri coming in to help us. Trundle saw the teleport come in and he was running away. Ahri putting a lot of harass down on the Trundle, but not able to kill him. Kha'Zix is there as well now. And looks like Lux is gonna get sort of having to back out around the dragon, and she flashes the lane into the dragon pit. And manages to escape on low health. Ahri's getting harassed by Volibear big time. I'm here just doing what I can, but I'm super low on health and fairly low on mana as well. So I mean, I can harass a little bit from range, but I have to be obviously really careful. And I'm really just looking for almost any excuse to get out of there. It's just that I know that there's more team fighting going on. I want to help out if I can. So I'm coming in now to try to help out. Putting the harass down on Malzahar. Now, both sides gets 2 kills. I'm low. Malzahar's there. He's low. And Lux is low, super low as well. I'm not sure if we should be staying around here. Malzahar has plenty of mana, not so much health. We heal each other with the... Lux uses her heal on us. And I'm just going to get a little bit of farm here. I'll bet you we're going to back out after that. There I go. I'm going to back out now. I know myself so well. I think I would remember the details of this game that only happened a couple days ago, but you know, so many details in so many games, even the ones you play. Alright, let's take a little pause here. And in the top lane, Sion's managed to get just the 1 kill, no assists. Trundle's only lost his life the 1 time. 85 to 101, so Sion's ahead in farm by 15. Sion's got some nice defensive abilities here, and he's also got a longsword for a bit of damage. Trundle's going heavy damage with lots of attack speed. He's got a Bilgewater Cutlass as well. And boots. Both sides have basic boots. In the jungle, Zinni's in 63 farm. He's going Feral Flare to Kha'Zix 45. How's Zin doing on the Feral Flare? He's got 22 stacks at 16 minutes. That's not so great. And he's 2-2 and 3. That's probably part of the reason. He's been getting in a lot of fights and dying a couple times, so he's behind in his Feral Flare stacks. If he hadn't been getting in fights, and certainly if he hadn't been dying, he'd probably be done around now. Meanwhile, Kha'Zix just going straight for the Spirit of the Elder Lizard. He's not doing a lot of farm. 45 and 16 minutes is pretty low. He's been focusing, I think, mostly on ganking. He's got the Spirit of the Elder Lizard going. Malzahar getting some magic resist, so he's 1-2 and 2 against Ahri, who's 1-2 and 4. And she's got a needlessly large rod, so it's probably smart that he's gotten the Niggardron Cloak. However, he's got an Amplifying Tome, 2 of them, and a Catalyst, so he can do some damage, and he's got a bit of tankiness, so that's a pretty good matchup against Ahri right now, I'd say. As far as the bottom lane goes, I'm ahead of Tristana in farm by 30, almost. I'm 3-1-2. Tristana is now 2-3-2. So even though we gave up the very first 2 kills, ever since then, we've gone 6-0. I mean, so we went 0-2, and then we went 6-0 for an overall 6-2 in the bot lane, and we've helped each other a couple times. Tristana's 232 with 59 farm. Volley's 132 with 5 farm. And he didn't go shield. He went relic shield. He went with the Nomad's medallion. I guess he just wanted to make sure he had lots of mana for, and he maybe he likes the movement speed as well. Probably not a bad idea. All right, so we get back to the action. Mid lane, Ahri's being pushed down to her turret. She's gonna get some of this farm. She is ahead of farm on Malzahar by 10. 16 minutes. That's not great farm, but it's not terrible either, especially since they've both been fighting a fair bit. Now, bottom lane is pushing in hard. It's basically just trying to get it to the turret as fast as they can, but Lux is going to be there to at least soak up the experience. She gets some of the farm too. Good job by her. Volibear is going ham under the turret, but he gets pushed out by us pretty quick. Getting some of the farm. Sion does his ultimate. Looks like they're collapsing on Trundle, and they do manage to get the kill. So good job by Xin. And my son puts a pink ward in the bush. I put down the stunners, which fortunately landed on Volibear, but then he manages to get they get a 3-way collapse onto Lux, and that's all she wrote for that, as well as the pink ward. So unfortunate that she warded right when the collapse / gank was going on, but that's what happens sometimes. And at least she was trying to put down vision, so obviously I'm just hanging back. I knew that none of their minions were really dying, so I wasn't going to miss too much farm by just barely maybe staying within experience range or so. And I'm just going to try to get the farm now and under a turret. I blew it by 1, but managed to get the others, so not too bad. Now, I don't know if they're hiding in this bush or not, so I'm being a little circumspect. You can see I'm hanging around the top part of the lane. I'm going to go up here, now that I see the fight going on. Throw out my ultimate too late. Volibear goes down to Ahri. You can see I was kind of concerned about whether they were in the bush, and I didn't really notice that. Really, there was a fight going on around Dragon, and I should have been more concerned about that. Now, I'm full health. Zin's nearby, so we're going to go after this Dragon. I try to zone out the Kha'Zix. Now we just turn on Kha'Zix, but he does get the Dragon. Zin was not aggressive enough with his smite. Tristana kills Zin, but I killed Tristana, and now we're going to chase Malzahar. Nice little Q by Lux there. However, Malzahar gets Lux. I don't think she was expecting all the damage. And Ahri and I take down Malzahar. He's obviously a pretty strong champion. So, okay. What I decided to do is, I know that Xin was killed, and I decided to get the blue buff, or at least check it. In this case, I find out that it's already been taken, so I went ahead and cleared it so we have the timer on it. And then I just go ahead and back. Let's see, do I have gold? Is that why I'm backing? Yeah, I've got 1,500 gold from the kills and the assists and so on. Okay. Sion's doing pretty darn well against this Trundle. Now he's going aggressive because he knows he's got help coming. Sion's taking some damage, but he turns it on the Trundle. Now he's still getting hurt by the Kha'Zix, who goes invisible. Here comes the teleport and Xin coming in as well. In goes a shield, and that was a nice job by Ahri to kill Kha'Zix just in the nick of time. Now blue team is pushed up into our turret yet again. They seem to love to do this. And of course that's pretty easy to do if you're a Tristana with that E popping the minions all the time. I'm ahead in farm by about 30 still. I haven't really gained anything. Oh, Frost Queen's claim, I guess. Yeah, he's got the full Frost Queen's claim now. I've got a full Bloodthirster as well as a BF sword. So my thought in doing that, now I understand that that's not necessarily the best way to go, but I was still giving a lot of respect to the Volibear, just because granted he hadn't killed us a lot yet, and in fact I'd only died once personally, but you know, as they get stronger, I know that things can go bad real quick, and it only takes one bad flip at the wrong time to die. So I figured I would get enough damage out of that. I missed with my ult, But I do end up getting the Volibear, and we're going to chase down the Tristana. You might remember we already took down the turret. There's a flash, there's a Q, there's a stunner there, and Lux actually gets the kill on Tristana. We're just going to clear out this wave. Kha'Zix is a little too late, and there's too many of us here nearby. In fact, we're going to do a bit of chasing at this point, because we know that Volibear is dead. He'll be coming up any time. In fact, look at him right now, he's coming up. And we know that Tristana is going to be still dead for a while, so I'm going to be doing a bit more harassing here. Zin's nearby. I know I'm pretty safe here against the Kha'Zix. Got my slow and my chompers if I really need them. But after a little bit of harass, a little bit of fun, I decide to back out. Sion going ham again. Yet another kill on the Trundle. Trundle has really been put behind now, so not good for him. Kha'Zix, however, kills Zin. I'm not sure exactly where. Let's find out where that was. Where did he meet him? Oh, okay. Our Zin was going after the red. I think. Nah, he didn't even get the red. So it was completely a waste, unfortunately. So too bad for him. The Zin's having a pretty mediocre game, 2-4 and 7. Bet he's got his feral by now. No, he doesn't have his feral. Wow, at 22 minutes, that's seriously not good. He should have just focused on doing another farming run and at least gotten that feral flare up. I don't think it would have saved him in the situation he found himself in just there, but I think it would have helped overall some. Now, my support Lux is clearing out, or at least pushing back the waves a little bit. I'm doing a bit of farming up around our raids. Not too worried about it. The Bloodthirster is keeping me quite healthy. We do see the fight here. Volibear with the flip. Nice Lux laser. I come in. Was that my rocket? Was that my rocket, or was that just like a W? What did I kill him with? Let's find out. Sion's getting cut out here. Lux does a good job figuring it out right away. Does the laser, almost kills him, and I take him out with the rocket. There it is. I try to slow him, but he ends up going north instead of south. Kind of fooled me there. Sion doing a little damage there, slows him down as well. I follow up with a slow on my W. Lux with the root, putting down the damage as best we can, but Volibear does get away because they do get collapsed on. I have to flash out of there. So we did go a little too deep there. We do lose out on the kill to Volibear. Put some nice harass down on Trundle. Now it's just time for us to leave. Ari and Malzahar are going at it, Heimer and Tongs. But now that she's got help, we're going to get the kill. In fact, I believe I got that with my W. So we are pinging on Tristana. In fact, I believe I'm one of the ones who heads over there right away, yes. And Tristana did not decide to push in on the turret, which is probably good. We're going to just clear out this wave as best we can. It doesn't take too long. In fact, I was hoping for some of the farm and didn't get any of it. So, with my health low, I'm heading back. Zin finds Tristana. I'm not sure if she was buying or what, but she didn't act on him right away. She knocks him back with the ultimate, and it looks like he decides that's enough for him. Ari decides, though, that she's going to push out the wave a little bit. In comes Kha'Zix. Ari's low on mana, so she's being a little cautious here. She really wanted that hit, and she got it. Meanwhile, though, Volley's pushing in the mid turret. Must say that he may not seem too effective, 1, 5, and 4, but I think that was partly because my son and I were playing really cautiously and really trying not to let Volibear go ham on us. But you can see the Volibear is really trying to make plays, and he's trying to push top. fact with a pretty full shield. We're going to push out this wave some more and see if we can't do some damage to the middle turret. They're pinging for help in top lane, but we're not heading there quite yet. Ari and I are like, well, we've got some minions. We'd like to put some damage down on this turret. In fact, we get it down to about 1/5 health. In fact, do we get it? We get it. Alright, and I back out of there with my passive. Now the gates are open, as Trick would say, and we are going to be looking to, clear out that inhibitor when we can. Sion and my support Lux are doing a good job. They take down the inner top turret. Zion's getting out of there with his ultimate. Lux is just trying to use her Q basically and her E. So there you go. They get out of there safely. Alright, Ari's doing a bit of farming in the bot lane. Ooh, misses the Canyon Minimum just by a bit. And I just got the red buff, and I'm just going to do a bit more farming because frankly, I know that it would just be me if I went down to mid lane. It's not a good idea. So it's just time for me to do some farm. I'm going to be going back with 2,000 gold. I've got a pickaxe, I've got a bloodthirster, and a BF sword, so you know what that means. That means I pick up my Infinity Edge. I also now have Berserker's Greaves. I'm 716, my support is 538, beautiful job. Ari is 736, she's doing well. Zinni's in 448, not bad. And Sion has not yet died, he's 403. We're now 27 and 11, and it's looking really good for the win here. So, again, just because you give up first blood doesn't mean you can't come back and win a game, because we gave up both of the first 2 kills in the bottom lane there, and yet it's looking good. Not just in our lane, and not just in the other lanes rather, but in our lane as well. We managed to come back from 2 kills down, and that was with Tristana getting both kills and shortening her weakened time in the game. So pushing down again. We've got Volibear killed. Trundle's really low health. He's in the top lane there. Malzahar, and actually, well, no, he was actually in the thing. So we're going to take down the inhibitor. Malzahar is just trying to keep our lane from pushing in and taking their inhibitor turret. And he's getting a little out of position there, but that's because he wants to use his heavy damage abilities on Sion. He gets knocked up. He's taking damage from Lux as well. There's the laser, which actually didn't even take him out, but a hit from Sion did. There's a nice little shield there. That was his E, but Lux is throwing down her shields as well. Where they're trying to get this Trundle down, who even though he's behind, is still doing okay because there we go. Finally, Sion gets shut down, and Lux is doing her best to stay alive against this Trundle. Who really is going ham, but she's so low on mana. She's just going to try to auto him now. And is she gonna? What's going to happen there? Oh, he's going to set up the trick, but she does manage. She had just enough mana to get off one last attack, which procced her passive, and that got that. Zinni's In's taking out the dragon. He's getting a little low, but overall with his Feral Flare, he's going to be okay. I was coming over to help. Turned out it wasn't necessary, so I'm just going to back out. I have 1,200 gold, so I think I do a bit more farming and then I'm going to head out. So we've got super minions now pushing down middle lane. We still have to take one more turret outside their base in the bottom lane, but other than that, it's all gold. We're mostly just looking for a way to end this. So I'm gonna actually go over, and I'm kind of hoping we can figure out a way to either push mid and win, or get the Baron. If we can get some kills, I know we can get Baron. That's why I actually warded there, is just to sort of start getting some vision in the Baron area. We're going to follow up with Malzahar with our lane here. We know the Trundle's in top lane. We don't know where everyone else is. Sion's going to use his ultimate. Follows up with his Q. Gets the knockout. We're putting some harass down. There's my W to slow him down. Q from Lux to stop him in his drag to the root. Malzahar goes down, and Volley is taking tons of damage. Not sure why he's laughing. I guess He's just hoping to make us mad, but unfortunately there's just too much of us there, and him stopping to laugh just gave us just enough room to kill him. So the minions are starting to pick away at the tower, Mex's towers. It's not enough to actually kill him yet, though. I'm gonna clear out some vision here so we can see it better. Zinzao's coming into the base. We're starting to work on both champions. There's a nice laser from downtown. Kill Tristana. Ari's a little low. I'm doing okay, but I'm a little low on mana because I was using my rockets an awful lot. I'm trying not to use them now except when necessary. Blue's team is now following up again. Now obviously we could have thrown at this point. You know, there's just enough tower harass and the fact that they can go back and heal in their own base. Plus Zin's going a little ham. He tries to get away. He's low, but he does get away. Lux flashes in, tries to get a root down, doesn't quite work. Zin is really low. I'm doing as much damage as I can. I am almost out of mana. And at that point, we're just going to back out of here. Now, unfortunately, we didn't really get any kills. There's invisible Kha'Zix. I'm going to put down some harass to make sure we can get out of here. Unfortunately, Ari's going to put down her Zanyas. That just guarantees that she lets all the blue team catch up. I just put down my Chompers to zone them out, and I'm going to move out. Fortunately, Lux decides to try to go up through the river, and I think she's going to get caught out here. She uses her Zanyas, and that just guarantees that 3 of them are there to shut her down. Still, though, we've got some nice pushing going in. Their inhibitor is back up. I was about to back, but then I saw what was going on, so I'm just going to try to defend things as best I can while my teammates come back up. Cyan's back, however, and he's got some wave clear, he's got some tankiness, all that good stuff that you want when you want to protect a turret. Blue team is not really being able to do much here. I saw them go into the bottom area of the jungle, and so I put my ward over the wall here because I wasn't sure what was going to be going on there. Alright, fortunately no champions are able to do any damage with this wave, or that could have been bad. I've gone back. What did I get this time? I've got a Phantom Dancer. So I've got some more crit, I've got some movement speed. It's all good, and I've got some nice attack speed too.
Did you see that crow?
Go quieter, please.
Oh my god.
And in the top lane, we're pinging on Trundle because we don't want him taking down our tower for free. Zin's gonna go in, and Trundle's gonna just back the heck out of there.
He told me at the same time that I queued to the blue. He told me, and then
Alright, we were looking for a collapse, but it doesn't really happen, so I'm just gonna clear out this wave. There we go. Doing some nice damage now, 741 with crits. And lots of crits. Okay. Meanwhile, though, my team has already started to fight without me, which I didn't like, but I followed up as best I can. Blue team is basically just running those, so it turns out not to be a big deal. Zin thing goes in, but he's by himself. He's going to have to get out of there. Ari's popping like crazy, but she misses. Cyan's right behind him. Now I'm there with him. I'm doing what damage I can. Behind, I'm trying to clear out the wave so we can get our wave clearing in. There we go. There's the kill down of Volibear. Cyan's doing some work. I put the Chompers down because I did not want to re-engage right there because I saw that Zin had to back out. And we're just going to start to back out at this point. Cyan decides, heck with that, I'm going back in. We put the damage down, I'm following up as best I can because once he goes in, if it's even close at all, you got to go in and try to help out. And it was a pretty good engage. I do use the rocket to get the kill on Malzahar. Ari kills Trundle. And Cyan and I take down the inhibitor. So, we're doing pretty well here. Pushing in the wave. I don't think, do we even bother to do Baron? Or we're just looking for our wave. We're just going to take down the turret as best we can. Of course, I'm on Jinx. She's an excellent turret killer. I take down the turret. Cyan's trying to put some damage down on Tristana. I'm coming back in. I say, heck, as long as I don't have turret aggro, I'm going to take down the turret. Cyan's taking the damage from the turret, but he's going to be okay. He's going to back out just in time. Tristana's trying to follow up, but I took down the turret, therefore that frees me up to take down her. She goes down hard. And since this is a ranked game, I am not fooling around trying to get more kills. I am just taking out the Nexus, and that's all she wrote. I end up 10-1 and 10. My son, who's playing support on Lux, 7-4 and 14. Beautiful job there. Ari doing well with 12-4 and 11. Zin did okay, 5-4 and 9. And Cyan, 218 farm, that's really good, and 519. So he did pretty darn well too. So really good job by all of our team. Just, I don't know exactly what all the, little differences are, but thinking about the bottom lane where we were, I think what made the difference for us is that we respected the Volibear. We knew he was a potential threat. We knew how tanky he was, as well as how much damage he can do early game. And we did not want to be knocked out of position with his flip. And of course, we were a few times, but it turned out not to be too bad of a problem. And I think because we actually hung back, got as much farm as we could, let them bait themselves into bad fights, where they were sometimes taking tower harass, or where we were able to put down CC and actually get much more damage on them than they were expecting. I think because of that, we were able to turn a lot of fights down in that bottom lane and end up ahead, even though we fed the first 2 kills to the Tristana. So overall, I was pretty happy with that game. CS, made a few other errors. I took as many. I don't consider the ultimate misses, and so on. I don't consider those really errors. For me on Jinx, if you see a low enemy, you've got to take the shot. If you've got the ult up, it's absolutely, for me, that's absolute, because I love the Jinx ult. The Jinx ult is really well designed. It's one of the few ultimates that's truly global that's left in the game. It does damage. And then I think the really smart thing about the design of it is because it's also designed as an execute. So unlike, say, the Caitlyn ult, which is not global but long range, but a lot of Caitlyn players will simply use it every time it's on cooldown as a form of heavy harass. But that's not as much fun. The Jinx one is an execute. It does more damage as they lose more health, so therefore, for me, it makes it extra fun because I get to hold on to it and try to go for a kill with it, because that's really how it's designed, and it really does only mediocre damage if they're full health. So I hope you had fun. I had fun watching the game again after a couple of days. I let it sit for a couple of days just so that I could sort of come back fresh to it and try to not be too emotionally involved with it and try to look on it a little neutrally. So that was really fun. Really enjoyed this. I will be streaming some more over the weekend. You can follow me on Twitter. It's at GameNet. Or you can, of course, follow me on Twitch as well, just by hitting the heart and therefore following me, and it'll make it a lot easier for you to find out when I am up. But of course, I do have it set up so it'll automatically tweet out on Twitter at GameWatchersNet. So if you want to follow me there, I'd be happy to have you again. So it was, I really enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you next time. This has been Chill, and this is Game Watchers Network. I'm signing out.